Okay, because of the way these two equations are set up, what we want to do is look at them like an addition problem and collect like terms from top to bottom. But what you're looking for is an elimination. Right, if I put these two together, 7x minus 6x, that gives me 1x. And if I do 1y plus 4y, that'll give me 5y. Neither one of these gets eliminated. So what you have to do is you have to manipulate or change one equation so that you can get an elimination. The easiest way in this one is to look at the y column. Right now there's a 1 right here. But if I get this to be a negative 4 and then combine negative 4 plus 4, that's my elimination. So if I know I want to get a negative 4 right here, and it's a 1 right now, I would have to multiply it by negative 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the multiplier right outside here. And this is what it's going to change into. Now, this is your multiplier. If you know you're multiplying negative 4 here, you have to multiply it to everything. So we're going to change the entire top line. The bottom line is going to stay exactly the same. So I'm just going to rewrite that now. 6x plus 4y equals negative 2. All right, so the bottom one stayed exactly the same. But the top one I'm going to multiply all the way by negative 4. So that's going to be negative 28x. And then we've got minus 4y, and that's negative 4 times 1y. And then also negative 4 times 42. And a lot of students forget this one, so be careful. So that's going to be negative 168. Okay. Now I'm going to treat this like an addition problem. And again, right here, this column, that's your elimination. Because negative 4 plus 4 is 0, I don't have to write anything down here. All I'm going to be left with is a total for x, and then a total of these integers, and that's going to allow me to find out what x equals. So negative 28 and negative 6, because they're both negatives, I'm going to add them and keep it negative. And that'll be negative 34x. And that's equal to, again, we have two negative numbers, so that's going to be a negative 170. And then to solve for x, right, all we have to do is divide by negative 34. That's going to be 1x, or just x, is equal to negative divided by negative is positive. And if my math is correct, that's 5. So now I know what x equals. Okay, again, just to quickly review. So I noticed that they were stacked, x's on x's, y's on y's, but if I added, nothing was going to eliminate. So I saw a chance, an opportunity right here to easily eliminate the y column by getting a negative 4, the opposite of what's below it. That can happen anywhere. It could have happened with your x's, it could have happened with your y's, it doesn't matter. Okay, so once I know what I want to get in that position, that becomes my multiplier. And then I multiply all the way through, and this becomes where you do your work. Again, this eliminated, collect like terms, divide so that you can isolate for the x. Now it only gives me half the answer. Now I have to substitute. I've got to take this 5, because I know that 5 is x. I'm going to take that 5, and I'm going to put it right back into here behind the 7 or behind the negative 6. Because x is 5. So if I know x is 5, then I can replace the x with a 5. And I'm going to choose the bottom equation. So negative 6x plus 4y is equal to negative 2. But I know that x is 5. So negative 6 times 5 plus 4y is equal to negative 2. Now that the x is gone because it became a 5, if I simplify all this stuff, I'll know what y equals. So this is multiplication. So we're going to do that before we do anything with that 4y. Let's multiply here. It's going to be negative 30 plus 4y equals negative 2. These are my like terms, but they're not on the same side yet. So I am going to do the exact opposite. Instead of negative 30, I'm going to show plus 30. those eliminate, bring down the 4y, because that didn't change. Combine these two, positive 30 minus 2 is positive 28. Divide by 4. And I know y equals 7. So I've got x equals 5, y equals 7. Those are my two answers. Okay, I hope that helps. I'm going to send this to you right now.